It's one of my favorite times of year, and it only comes twice a year. And that's the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. I'm going to review what I think you might want to look into buying. And I'm considering my mature audience, typically over 50. And I also am very sensitive to scents. So I went to the store yesterday and smelled everything I'm interested in to make sure I don't recommend a product that's heavily scented. Hi, I'm GloryB, and this is GloryB-TV, a lifestyle channel for mature women who want to look fabulous, feel amazing, and age gracefully. It's spring 2023. I'm dressed kind of springy today, even though we're expecting snow. But it's always nice to have the Ulta 21 days. So if you're not familiar with it, twice a year for 21 days, they sell about 4 or 5 products, some days more, that are considered their premier products. They're more higher priced products for half off. So this is the time to stock up on your favorites. It's a good time to try something new for half price. So I went to the store yesterday and checked out some things. In fact, for anything that comes in a color, I'm going to suggest that you go to the store and pick out your color ahead of time so that you can purchase exactly the right color, if it's a foundation, a concealer, a lip color, for example, so that you know what you want. Now, the other thing that's interesting, these sales are day by day and they're only 24 hours. So I once called them and I said, what time of day do you switch out? Like, what time is the end of the day and what time starts the new day? And they said midnight Central Time, which makes sense because their corporate headquarters is in the Central Time Zone. So that if you're in the Eastern Time Zone, that's 1 in the morning. But if you're in the Pacific Time Zone, the new day and new prices start at 10 o'clock in the evening. So if you stay up that late anyway, you can go online or go in the app and make these purchases. Now, if you're on their mailing list, you might have gotten their catalog. I always go through this first to decide what I want, but you have to go online because they have every day, they have 1 or 2 items that you can only buy online and they're not in the catalog. So I'm reviewing those as well. The other interesting thing, and they might have done this last time, there are 2 calendar days where they have a whole nother set of 4 products, 4 roughly, that they're selling on their app. So you have to use your phone to buy those if that's something you want to buy. For the most part, I'm only going to tell you things that I think you should buy or at least consider buying. I'm not going to tell you, except in a few cases, I'm not going to tell you what not to buy. There are a couple things where I thought, okay, my audience might be interested in this, but I don't recommend it, and I'll tell you what. The weeks start on Sunday and then on Saturday. So let's start with week number 1. That's Sunday, March 12th. I don't recommend anything. So we're skipping right to Monday, March 13th, and I have my notes in front of me. I'm going to try reading them without glasses. The first thing I recommend is the Urban Decay Vice Lipstick. I believe all the colors are on sale. Now, the colors I own and really love are called Naked and Back Talk. Naked is a little more peachy colored. Back Talk is a little more pink colored. But the colors I'm probably going to buy are called Local and Love Trap. Urban Decay, I don't like their names. Their color names are so weird. Now, the other thing that is on sale that day for half off is a very expensive skincare item. This one is scented. It's Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. Very expensive. If you're into expensive skincare and you like trying it for half off and scented is okay with you, then you might want to try that one. I'm going to skip it because I can't do the scents. Now on to Tuesday, March 14th. Now, this one, the only thing I'm suggesting that day is for something that's online only. They have a whole selection of products that they call Conscious Beauty. So I suggest ahead of time that you go online and you click that to see what's going to be selling. I don't have any recommendations for this, but if you're into conscious beauty, then you might want to look at that ahead of time and decide if there's something you want to try. I believe it's all skincare. Now on to Wednesday, March 15th. The first thing I suggest you buy is the Stila Stay All Day eyeliners. Now I have 2 of these. I've swatched them on my arm. I'm wearing the Intense Black today. And then I have this one in the Midnight. Now it isn't very dark. When you shake it, you can hear a little ball inside, you know, mixing up the product. So the Midnight might have been more of a navy blue in the past. Now I've had this for a while. It's not as navy blue, but you might want to go to the store ahead of time because this does come in a lot of colors, and swatch them on your arm and decide which ones you want to buy. You can buy 2 at the special price. The other thing that I'm kind of excited to try is the Murad Targeted Wrinkle Corrector. I was talking to an esthetician yesterday, and she said, yeah, this one's going to sell out. They didn't even, well, she said they're all unscented. They didn't have a tester, but they had a night cream, which she said would smell the same as this one, and it smelled like nothing. So I'm excited to try that one at half price because it's kind of pricey. Now, the other thing that they're selling that day is this is online only, Lorac Pro Palette Noir. The colors looked interesting, but for me, the shimmers are too glittery. I'm more of a matte person, and then I'll do, you know, a couple shimmers, but I only do the shimmers on my mobile lid, the part of the lid that opens and closes. And to me, it wasn't great. But if you have a daughter who loves shimmers and glitters, or some other younger person in your life who just loves all that glitter, then she might really love this one. On to Thursday, March 16th. Now, this serum, this is the Strivectin Super C Retinol Brighten and Correct Vitamin C Serum. The esthetician I spoke to yesterday said that's a good one. I have vitamin C serums that I already love. This one's pricey, so again, getting it half price, and I can't do retinols. But if you can do retinols, this is a great one to try. I mean, Strivectin has made huge strides into all kinds of skincare for the last like 20 years, 20 plus years. So, and it was kind of an accidental way they got into it because they were making creams for like stretch marks on the belly, and some women started using it on their face. So yeah, I remember talking to someone I knew who talked to someone in their marketing team, and yeah, so they've really, and they test things really well. So that could be a really good one. Now, the other thing they're selling that day at half off is the Serovital supplement. I haven't tried this, but I will tell you, people swear by it. It's an expensive supplement. So you go look at that. I think that's a month's worth of the supplement. So, you know, if you can try it for half off at half price, I think this one's going to sell out, both at the stores, the physical stores, and I think it's going to sell out pretty quickly on the website. So yeah, if you're in Pacific time, I can't stay up till midnight to buy these things. I'm in Central Time. I can't stay up that late. But if you're in the Pacific Time, you know, 10:01 p.m., go online and you'll be able to buy whatever you want and be first. All right, now we're on to Friday, March 17th. And the only thing I recommend this day is that you go online because they have a surprise steal that day. They're not telling us what it is until midnight Central Time. And this one's from Dermalogica. Go see what it is. I always read the reviews. I mean, you can't go to the store and smell it at midnight unless you want to go to the store later in the day and see the tester and see what it smells like. But read the reviews, because sometimes if you sort the reviews by worst review first, you'll see if people are sensitive to scent and it's scented, they will say so. That's something I'm always looking for on products if I can't get to the store, or some stores aren't carrying certain products anymore. You can only buy them online. Now on to Saturday, March 18th. And this one is really interesting. This is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer. Now, I went through the reviews and people were saying, oh my gosh, I love this concealer. I tested colors. For me, so many of them were so orangey. So what I did was I swatched on my arm a color of the Tarte Shape Tape color that I really like as a brightener. And then next to that on my arm, I had a mess on my arm from all these Fenty concealers. And I was picking up the ones that didn't say warm, if they said neutral or cool, and they were orangey. But I might buy one anyway because it's half off. And so that's the end of week 1. Now we're on to week 2, and we are starting with Sunday, March 19th. I'm so excited about this date. I don't know that they've ever put this one on sale. Maybe they have, because I don't think it's the first time. It's not marked as the first time, but it's the first time that I noticed it. So they're going to have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup Foundation. I'm so excited. I might even try another color. So I have my summer color. I have this today that I'm wearing. This is the 2N2 Buff, but I might get one more that's in more of a cool color. Don't miss this foundation. This foundation is fantastic. It applies really well with a slightly damp Beauty Blender sponge, and then with a flat brush, buffs out. It really does stay all day, stay in place too. So this is one I suggest you go to the store, any store. I mean, a lot of stores carry this. If you're closer to a Macy's than you are to an Ulta, go over there. Sample some colors, pick out the color you're going to want, write it down. At some department stores, they'll even give you a sample in a little bottle, and you can take it home and try it out. So excited about that one at half off, and you can buy 2. So if you have a summer color, if you're torn between 2 colors because you know you have a little more color, I do a fake tan on my face in the summer, so I do want a darker color. So yeah, if you can settle on 2 colors, get 2. The other thing I'm excited about on this day is something else I use. It's the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use the color taupe. Now, if I was still a brunette, I wouldn't use this color. But being a blonde and my hair, I'm looking at a mirror, my hair is highlighted, so I still have a lot of my original color underneath. But this color is great because it doesn't pull orange. So if you need a color, you know, again, go to the store, swatch them on your arm, ask one of the women who work at Ulta to help you pick out a color. And yeah, it goes on really nice. You don't sharpen it. And then after I put it on, I go over it with a little brush to make it look more natural. Love, love, love. It's not too mushy. It's not too dry. I love this one. I will be buying 2 and putting them where I put my stash. I'm skipping March 20th, and now we're on to Tuesday, March 21st, and I actually have to turn my page. So for this one, I'm probably, because it's half off, going to buy the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Powder Blush. So I swatched some of these out yesterday. I have so many blushes that are more in the peachy tone, so I'm probably going to go for something a little more pinky. And then the other interesting thing is, on this particular day, on Tuesday, March 21st, they have an online only where they have a bunch of products that are brands that are women founded brands. So I suggest you go in there ahead of time, and these are all skincare, and see what skincare might interest you. On to Wednesday, March 22nd. Now the only thing I suggest is that you click that online only, because on this day, they're going to have a bunch of products, both skincare and makeup, that are Black-owned brands. So a lot of things in there, like Juvia's Place. So go click on that ahead of time and see what you might want to purchase. Thursday, March 23rd. All right, this day, you know, they have a bunch of Lancome, maybe 3 Lancome products that are skincare, but Lancome puts a lot of scent in their products. I wish they'd stop that. So I'm not going to be buying that. But also on Thursday, March 23rd, online only, is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. Not a big primer person, but I am getting more of my big pores showing through here and here. And when I read the reviews, people were so excited about this. They didn't have it in the store anymore, in my store. So I'm just going to have to buy it on faith. I couldn't smell it. No one put any negative comments about this saying that they didn't like the smell. So I'm going to try that for half off. Also, very exciting on this day, if you're into lip liners online, this is the second online purchase on Thursday, March 23rd, is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil. I have 3 of these. Today I'm wearing the color Peyote. I swatched it on my arm to show you what it looks like. It's a pinky, but it's a subtle pink. It's not, you know, a bright clown pink. So I put this on and line my lips before I put on lipstick. And by the way, all the makeup I'm wearing today is also linked below in the description box. You have to open the description box, computer or phone or tablet, open it up, go take a look. Toward the top, I have products shown or mentioned. Everything I'm talking about is in the order I'm mentioning it today. And below that is what else I'm wearing today. So make sure you check that out. Now we're on to Friday, March 24th. Online only, they have their Smashbox Always Sharp Long Wear Kohl eyeliner pencil that comes in several colors. I don't have any of these, but I think they'd be fabulous. I think I've owned them in the past. They go on creamy, they stay all day. Yeah, go check the colors, swatch them on your arm at the store to decide what you want. You can buy 2. And then they also have a surprise product on March 24th. This is from Peter Thomas Roth, so you have to wait until midnight Central Time to go see what that is. And as always, go check the reviews because even at half off, you don't want it. But if you buy it and you hate it, you can bring it back. Ulta has a wonderful return policy. Even if you open the product, even if you use some of it, you can return it full price back. So I don't like to return stuff if I don't have to, but you know, if I can find out if it smells really fragrant ahead of time. I have returned lots of things that I couldn't stand the smell. All right, on to Saturday, March 25th. When I was at the store yesterday, one of the young women I was talking to said she's so excited about this brush. She has one of them. She's going to buy another one. And it's a triangle shaped foundation brush instead of round. So she said she can easily buff out the inner corners of her eyes. And you can see from the picture I'm putting up on the screen, it truly is triangular shape. Now, when it's in the package, you can't tell, but this one is the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Full Coverage Complexion Brush number 77. That's the one you want to get that triangular shape. Now, the other thing they're selling that day on Saturday, March 25th, I thought it was the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, but it's the illumination version, and it comes in less colors than the regular CC cream, because I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I wear the color Fair. They don't have this in Fair, and that's my color. So, you know, go to the store and swatch them. I didn't even swatch it because it wasn't until I came home after I went to the store that I realized, oh, this is the illumination version and less colors. And I don't know that it'll be good for mature skin. Again, go try it out. If you can't find it, ask someone who works at the store. The IT Cosmetics at my store is like in 2 different places and an end cap, and it comes anyway. I might just go back and buy the regular CC cream in the small version just to give it a try. Now on to week number 3, and we are starting with Sunday, March 26th. I even have to turn my catalog page now. Something I have tried before. I have this is the travel size, is the Tula, what they call the Cult Classic, their purifying face cleanser. Now, some people have written in the reviews that they don't like the scent. And I was like, really? I don't remember. It's got a little scent, but it's not terrible. So go smell it. Go smell it in advance and see if you like it. But it's the full size that's on sale for half off. They're selling this all the time. It's great for nighttime, for taking off makeup and eye makeup. And then online only on Sunday, March 26th, they have the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plumping Gloss. I was also smelling these. Now, I was trying to also choose a color. It was a little kind of hard because in the testers, a lot of the stickers had come off of the end that told me what color they were. So go to your own store or somewhere else that sells Tarte and check these out. Also, you know, smell them, because maybe the testers were at my store didn't smell too much because they're old. I don't know. They smelled like nothing though. So I was a little excited about that. Maybe getting 2 colors of that. Tuesday, March 28th. They have something on this day that's going to be online only, and they call this targeted treatments. So these are all skincare products that you might be interested in. I don't have any recommendations, thumbs up or down on these, but there's a bunch of them. So go online ahead of time for, again, it's Tuesday, March 28th for this targeted treatments, and go see what they're going to sell. Go read the reviews and see if there's something you want. Wednesday, March 29th, this one is kind of fun. The Urban Decay Single Eyeshadows. Now, they've added colors, eliminated colors over time. It used to be that I could depot these. The last time I tried to depot them to put them in my Z palette, I broke it. So it just wouldn't come out. But the 2 colors in this that I really like are matte, or mostly matte, and they're more taupe colors. And one is called Tease and the other is called Virgin. These are really nice. Then online only, on the same day, Wednesday, March 28th, they have the PMD Clean Pro, what do they call it? RQ cleansing device. Now it's kind of like this one that I've shown before here. And I was reading the reviews. It sounds like you charge it, because mine charges, and then it, you know, I don't have to connect it to anything. There's no battery inside. I could take it in the shower if I wanted. I don't use it to remove makeup. I only use it in the morning, or if I'm doing a double clean at night as the second clean. I put a little bit of cleanser on here. I mush it around with my finger. I dampen my face, and then I massage my face with it, basically. And it cleans my face so nicely that afterward I feel like I've exfoliated my skin, but I haven't. Now, some of the comments for the PMD, people say, oh, it irritated my skin. Well, how hard are they pressing and moving? Or they're trying to get rid of acne and they're a younger person. You know, you need to be gentle. And there's no reason to press hard. This one, probably like that one, the reason you have some energy in it is because it vibrates. Let's see if I can. This is what it sounds like. I have a microphone down here. Okay. So, but you could use it even without that. And it's just so nice. I love how my skin feels after it, but they're pricey. So if you can get it at half price, what a great time to buy it. Thursday, March 30th, there is a cleanser that day by Philosophy called Purity Made Simple One-Step Facial Cleanser. I did smell this. I think it has a very, very, very slight scent. People were raving about it, saying they're on their second bottle of this. It comes in a pretty large bottle. I was kind of surprised at how big it is, but it obviously would last for a long time, so why not get it at half price? Friday, March 31st, check online for the surprise product. So there's a surprise product this day from It, and I don't know what it's going to be. Again, I'm not into surprises. I wish they'd just tell us what it is. And let's see. Now, this particular day, there's one product I'm excited about, and this is app only. So I'm going to have to pull up my phone after I've already been online buying what I want, right? I have to go to my phone. You have to download the app to your phone. If you haven't already, I have the Ulta app, obviously. So Friday, March 31st, there's something called Volition Turmeric Brightening Polish. It's normally $40. I'm not paying $40 for that. So I'll pay $20. It's kind of a face polish. So I'm excited to try this. From the reviews, people are loving it. They said it's not too, you know, scrubby on your face. They didn't have samples. So they didn't have the Volition line at my store, so I couldn't smell it. But no one was saying anything about the smell being intense. So that's the only thing I'm going to buy on the app. Now we're on to the last day, Saturday, April 1st. Very excited about this day because I love my Tarte Shape Tape. I use the creamy version of the concealer, but they have the regular version, so they're both on sale. And I use it in the color called Light 20B. And I use it as a brightener now with a damp beauty blender. So yeah, it's the creamy concealer and the full coverage concealer. And of course, they have a surprise. There's a surprise product that day from Giorgio Armani. That should be interesting. I'm interested to see what that is. In fact, I might check out their line ahead of time to see, okay, what do people say? You know, is it so many times these really expensive brands have so much fragrance? I want to know ahead of time. So, of course, I can check it once they put it online at midnight on that day. So that's what I recommend. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it gives you some ideas for getting over to your Ulta store ahead of time or getting somewhere that these products are sold where you can choose a color, you can smell them for yourself, and you can be ready to buy. I actually have to write in my schedule so I don't forget. Ulta, go buy this today in this color or in this shade so that I don't forget. Now, if you enjoyed this video, you might enjoy one of the others that I'm posting on the right side of your screen, and I'll see you in the next video.